Hey Tekken players, hope you're all doing well. So for this video we're going to look at one of my viewers' replay submissions. Now this is going to be a series. The first one is going to be looking at some red rank footage, even though this particular viewer, he has been in purples before, but his footage I've got is for red rank. So we're going to start with red ranks, and then I've got some more lined up. The next one will be looking at purples and ruler ranks, and then finally I've got a couple for blues and Fujin. So you know, we'll get through all those. I was considering doing this as one video, but I want to go into enough detail to sort of make it matter, and it's going to be too long. So I'm going to make 3 separate ones. So just before I begin, I need to get some caveats out of the way, right? So first and foremost, I appreciate that I am literally armchair coaching here, and I'm fully aware that if I'm on a bad day or not warmed up, I can be just as bad at not punishing properly or throwing out sort of bad moves. So, you know, please, if I say something like, oh, you didn't punish that, and then you see in another video that I didn't punish it, yes, I get it. This is one of those do as I say but not necessarily as I do. Okay, I get it. I can have bad days as well, but that doesn't stop what I'm saying from being true, even if occasionally I also sort of don't practice what I preach. So second thing, I'm going to keep the feedback pretty general. I'm not going to literally analyze every single move and put the move properties on and go, oh, well, that there was a mid-high and that was a mid-high-low, because it's going to take even longer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at very, very general stuff, because, to be honest, that will stop it being too long, but more to the point, that's going to help cover the most wide amounts of areas, right? If we're just looking for general sort of things that most people in said rank or said character do, and I think that's just going to sort of help keeping it sort of that will help the most amount of people possible. So just to mention that. And third and finally, one of the things I love about King, right, as a character, is he invites a lot of expression. So that's why so many Kings can play the same character but play entirely different ways, right? Whereas someone like, again, I apologize, I'm not trying to be mean, but let's be honest, so many Dragunov players, so many Yoshis, they all play the same. Like you've played one, you've played a million of them. So the point is, because King has that expression, I'm not telling you how to play the character. That's not what this is. You play King how you want to, and it might be a very different way of how I play him. But what I'm trying to do is just to help you on your way in terms of just more see this as kind of looking at fundamental stuff like, you know, what's that optimal punish? Is that should you be flowcharting, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so with all that being said, let's jump straight in and look at our red rank King. Okay, so we're going to start with Xeno. Now Xeno tells me he has made it to Mighty Ruler, but got knocked down back to sort of mid-red. So I'm going to look at your most recent replays. I'm going to look at this Jin set, because Jin is a super popular character, so we'll get a maximum coverage. And a bit further down there's a King mirror, so we're going to look at that as well, because then we'll get in effect sort of 2 for the price of 1. So let's start off with the Jin matchup. Now, just before I play the replay, because this is going to be an ongoing theme, something you always want to bear in mind when you see the character on the loading screen is a lot of characters, especially in these ranks, the players will use the same move for a round start. Very, very common. So one of the most common ones for Jin is they like to use down 2 as a round opener, because it will basically counter hit launch anything that's high. So I'm just stating that for now. I have already watched this replay, but I'm going to show you in some more detail. But I would always personally, on the very, very first round, I'd just back away and see what they do. But we'll get to this later, because there'll be some other examples. But just something to be thinking about when you're on the loading screen and you see the character, think to yourself, right, what's the most common opening move that, you know, that these guys and girls like to use? Okay, so let's play the replay. So we'll just start the round again. So I like this. Jaguar step away. That's super smart. Really good patience, by the way. Okay, so he's turning on the hell sweeps. Good. You got out of the Oki, so well done. Okay, that worked. Very nice. This is really good. Take your mix up and absolutely maximum damage chain grab. This was, I love this. This is really cool to see. So that's it now, you know, majority of the work done. Very good. Some would say that's a waste of heat. I disagree. I think it was worth taking the frames to put him in that situation. So that was awesome. Okay, more hell sweeps. Okay, so I'm just going to pause there briefly because this is going to be an ongoing thing for you king mains. Down forward 2-1. It's a skill to learn how to hit confirm that, right? If you just let it rip every time, you will have it ducked. And if you notice, this Jin player did duck it. He just didn't punish it properly. You watch. See? So it's a bad habit to just throw out down forward 2-1 willy-nilly. You have to learn to hit confirm it. This is all assuming that it doesn't get nerfed in season 2. But for now, that's you gotta throw just the first hit and then wait to see what happens and then go for the second, because if you get into the habit of just throwing it out, it's gonna get you punished. So that's an ongoing thing we'll come back to. Okay, a lot of pressure here and you're by the wall, so tough. Okay, classic Jin round opener. I would have eaten it for sure. Oh, sorry, not round opener, round finisher. Okay, we'll get to this later. That is a pretty ballsy opening because that's a launch punishable string. More of this later. Nice low parry. Another hell sweep. Just Jin stuff. Not much you can do here. All you could really do there is block and guess. Okay, so that hit you. I don't know if you were mashing or counter hit, but personally, because I saw him throw that out around before, I would be thinking, if he's going to do that again, I'm going to be ready for it because, as I said, it's launch punishable on block. Okay, at the wall. Good, you got out of the situation. There's down forward 2-1 again. Jin God button. Again, not much you can do. Nice low parry. Dropped the combo though, unfortunately. So, again, I'm just as guilty as this, but yeah, that's a... When you're that close, when you're this close to the wall, and you score a low parry, just go straight for the Shining Wizard. And then you set a bogey as well. That would be my advice. We just go back. So just do this. Oops, hang on. If I do it fast enough. I don't think I haven't timed this properly. There we go. Just take that and the Oki afterwards. Because you're not gonna the wall's not gonna get in the way. But we'll get some more of that later. Okay. Go back to the replay. Okay, that was counter hit. Okay, no throw break, but that's not surprising in these ranks. Okay, and again, that is such a classic Jin finisher. So, pretty tricky. So, that guy was pretty tough. But as I said, the things I would take away from that first match and to look out for on the next one is, as I mentioned, that guy's throwing some really risky stuff. He's definitely playing Jin in a 50-50 sense, with the hell sweep being launch punishable on block, you know. So that's what you got to keep in your mind. So let's see how the next one goes. Oh, I can skip these. That's useful. Nice. That was counter hit confirmed, and this is what I mean. And I don't blame you because this is a very hard skill to learn. You have to learn when it's a counter hit, and the way you can tell visually is the easiest way of doing it in Tekken 8 is you'll see the hit spark is slightly bigger. So if you just look, watch when you do it. You see that hit spark there, that purple was just that little bit sort of brighter. That's how you know. Good pokes here. Nice. Okay. I don't hate it. That's not the most damage, but you push him further to the wall, so that's good. And he's now got his back to the wall. Okay, so that's... and again, I'm guilty of this, but that's actually punishable because I know it looks like an electric, but it's not. It's a mid, and it's minus... I believe it's minus 12. Let's have a look at the frames. Oh, there you go, minus 13. So yeah, so you can back 1-2 punish that. Nice Shining Wizard. Nice dick jab. Get out of pressure. Okay. That was bad. That was very bad. I can see what you were trying to do because you were trying to sort of get the wall splat, but please don't throw out alley kick to in the neutral because he'll kill you for it. You got away with that. And you did it again. Stop that. Stop it. Look at the frames. Minus 15 for you, plus 15 for him. He can launch punish you for it. Like I said, just for whatever reason he didn't. But yeah, that will get you killed. I tell a lie, he did punish it. That is a legit punish because his heat smash is faster than 15 frames. So yeah, you win that. This wasn't this was guaranteed. So you ate all that for doing that one string. Okay, that's sneaky finishing it again. That's minus 13 as we know now. Okay. You got very lucky there. Okay, so this is exactly what I was saying to, and this is what I was bringing to, right? So you notice that's not a natural string, and you can see it again. Look at the frames. It's minus 16, so it's not punishable. And if that had been the first time he'd thrown it, I probably would have been. It probably would have caught me out. But when you're on like what's his third time now, you got to be ready for it. So just to show you what I mean, just to show you your options, because it is it's quite an odd animation because he lands in crouch, and it's a lot faster than Devil Jin's equivalent, right? And it looks like there's a little bit of pushback, but these are your options for punishing it. Okay, so if I go back to the start of the round, oops. Okay, so finally, these are your options you have that you can go for. So again, look, go for the heat. Go for the heat engager if you want that. That's one option. Or if you're feeling frisky, something like that or whatever. You know, King's unfortunately King's combos aren't that good. But you get the idea, something like that. So that is a launch punishable move. So you can't let him get away with it. And as I said, he'd already shown his hand before by doing it 3 times or whatever it was. So okay, see you trying to get away from the corner. That's good. Nice attempt there. I like it. Okay, keep out 4-2-1. Okay, hard ducked you that time. No break. You've got to get used to being thrown as a King player. They will throw you. Nothing you can do here. Right, I'm guessing you tried to mash something because that was counter hit. You just can't, unfortunately. Just look at these frames. +3. You tried to mash. You got counter hit, unfortunately. That was counter hit. Wall sort of messed you up there. Okay, and you just got out poked. Bear in mind, and again, as I keep saying, oops. I want to get to the end of that round. Oh, so I'll just go back to this round. Okay, so I like what you tried here. Okay, I liked what you tried here with the armor. Nice. Okay, Hell Sweep. Nice. Okay, all that sequence is risky because you did a mid-high string into a -14 on block move. Now, luckily you didn't get punished for it, but yeah, that won't last. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, I didn't know this, but again, look at the frames. I don't see Jin do that string at all, but you know, but +12, so that's a back 2-1. Sorry, back 1-2 you could have had there. Okay, this was really smart. I like this. Unfortunately, you missed an opportunity. So he goes into his mix-up. He tries to go for the Hell Sweep, which is relatively slow. You very, very wisely managed to Jaguar step, make the first hit whiff. Here's the thing though, and this is important. Pretty much every single hell sweep in the game, with the exception of Hoang for reasons I don't understand, they're always 2 hits, right? It's just like a sweep bang. The second hit on almost all of them is launch punishable. So if the first low misses and basically doesn't send you up in the air, and you just block the follow up, you can launch punish. So again, just something. Let's just go back a bit. Okay, so we'll have this. See? Could have something like this if I do it properly. There we are. Something like that. So massive amount of damage you could have got there. Because you did the right thing, but just didn't quite catch it. So I'm just making that point because it's universal of almost every hell sweep. If you see the first low miss and the mid, and you get hit, you block the mid follow up, launch punish them for it. All right, let's go back. Nice, that was super good. Yeah, and I love that. Nice delay. Take the guaranteed damage, I respect it. Okay, I think you got... He could have killed you then. I totally understand alley kicks to try to close out the round. You get a bit sort of panicky. However, you only really want to do the single. You want to wait till they've got just enough life to one or kill them. If you start doing multiples, like then, he could have launched you for that, and he would have taken, with rage, he probably would have taken the round. Obviously, he just spends it now, but you get the point. If he'd launched you into a combo, finished off with rage, you'd have been dead. Again. So what's that? Number 5? He's done that string. Okay, I respect it. You could have whiff punished the down 2, but to get the giant swing to the wall is pretty good. Okay, he was panicking. Okay, you just about. So there, you just about caught the you caught the counter, but unfortunately just couldn't quite pick up. Okay, he was trying to power crush there. Okay, like the patience, that's really good. Nice, and you close it up. I also, to be fair, I respect the fact you tried to do the throw mix-up again. Even though he ducked it last time, but I think that was worth a go, because he may have been expecting, to me, I would see it as the king player's going to go mid because I got my back against the wall and he wants the wall splat. So the fact he ducked is kind of crazy, but yeah, good stuff. Right, so let's go on to the next one, and hopefully I won't fumble the replay stuff quite as much. So again, what we're looking out for with this particular Jin is that launch punishable string. He's done it multiple times now. We can't let him get away with it again.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, going all out low. Nice. Okay, so you're flow charting there. And that's bad. I can see what your logic is, what you're trying to do, and I've seen this flowchart in other king players. So you're going for down forward 2-1, and then you're going to assume that they're going to try and jab check you, and then you're going full crouch down forward 2 because that'll beat the jab. That's the flowchart. Please don't do that flowchart because you're going to get destroyed on so many levels. Number 1, if you haven't counter hit confirmed the down forward 2-1. It's going to get ducked and you're going to get launched. Even if for whatever reason they don't manage to duck that. If they just hold back like this gym player did, and you do the full crouch down for 2, it's -14. You do that against a Brian player or Paul player or Lars player, you're getting launched. But the vast majority of characters have decent 14 frame punishers, so stop that. I can see why it might work, or it may have worked to getting you here, but please drop that flowchart. Okay, caught you ducking. And that's the thing that I said before. So that CD1, it's a mid, which is why it's punishable, because it's basically, so he's mixing you up with down 2 and CD1. So the CD1, if he goes for the mid, you've got to at least punish him for it, because as I say, it's minus 12. Even if you just do a 10 frame punish, it's better than nothing. Yeah, it should be dead. Oh, not dead. Okay, great, good round end of that.
Fight.
Okay, I like it. So again, always see this as a do it I say, not as I do. But that Jin string, even if the third hit is a low, even if that low hits you, oh sorry, the second hit, sorry, if that low hits you, you can still block the final low. And I'm just guilty. I let them do it to me all the time. You gotta not let them get away with it. I'll just show you what I mean. Yep. Oops, hang on. Back it up. Come on. Okay, I'm trying to do it by letting him do the first one. There we go. I was too slow though. But you see what I mean? No, I don't want to block all of them. That's cheating. There we go. So yeah. So you can, as you can see, even on practice mode, like that's not easy to do, but you can do it. So just so you're aware, it's not a natural string. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, panic up kick, but it's working. Mix up. Okay, side switch. I like it. Okay, I don't know why that hit you, because you shouldn't have been pressing, because you're at minus 12 at this. Yeah, because he blocks this, right? So you're at minus 12. So why are you pressing? Why are you pressing after that? Nice. And the blue spark, so little bit extra juicy. Now you've got to stop that. You're doing it again. So I can see you're kind of getting to that. You're seeing they're low on health. And you're trying to close it out with that. But just trust me, please don't do that. That is such a bad such a bad string to go for. If you want to try and mix them up at the wall, try 1+2 3. I don't know if this will, I have no idea if it will work at all, but I'll try and show you what I mean. Oh, I can't now. I've missed a round. Never mind. Okay, again. Yeah, just letting him get away with that for free. Nice counter hit. Okay, you tried. I respect it. Nice. Yep. Good stuff. I was going to say definitely heat smash after that. No one's going to quick stand. Okay, I like it. This is what we call a king round. Nice. Okay, so just to mention, so your low parry combos, I don't know if it's an autopilot thing, or if you're intentionally trying to get them to the wall. So basically, King's low parry combo is you've got to do shining wizard, because that's the max damage, but it doesn't really have any wall carry. So I can sort of see what you're going for. If I try and go back a bit, oh, I can't. Nice though, and I like the flex there. Let me just go back to that round, because yeah, I sort of waffled over that. So I like this because you're doing jabs to begin with, so that's a good counter. Nice. So we want to go back a bit there. Oh, don't know why it wouldn't let me take control then. Let's try again. There we go. So this is the max damage, right? Just do this. And you will carry them slightly to the wall. However, a compromise, if you're trying to sort of get them to the wall but with a little bit more damage than what you're doing at the moment, is you could do this. Hang on. Ah, it's so annoying this. I keep pressing retry. I thought I went to retry. Oh, there we go. What? You could do this. There we go. So you see, that takes them to the wall and gets a little bit more damage. Oops. If you can land it. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else you could do. Oops. I think there's something a bit weird going on with this replay. But yeah, so if you want to try and get a little bit more wall carry and damage, do that. But if you just want the max damage, you just got to do this. And bear in mind, after the Shining Wizard, you get Great Oki. So you can just do this, then this. And look how much damage that is. You're now in one hit. You know, you're one hit away from death. There we go. Blue sparks into this, or even better, actually. Oops. Do this into this, and again, you see, you're gonna. It's a 50-50 for death. Anyway, right. Let's carry on. So it's just something because I've noticed you've done the same combo for every low power, and I don't know if it's just that's your staple or what. That was super nice. Definitely dead. Okay, final one. I love the flex at the end. Okay, no Oki here, unfortunately. Okay. I think you're oppressing then, which you probably shouldn't have been. Let's have a look. Let's check the frames. Yeah, so he's +3, and I think you're pressing. Yeah. Which is why you got counter hit. Luckily, he didn't finish it. Now, one little real scumbag technique you could have maybe done here, if I just go back. Bear in mind, before I explain this, heat burst is only, it's +1 on block, right? Bear in mind, King's Giant Swing can be buffered, and it's 10 frames. The amount of people who get caught out by the fact you just throw out a Giant Swing after they've done a heat burst, and especially if you're back against the wall. Let's see if I can land this. I'd be curious to know whether I've got the frames or not. Okay, so I just want to wait for him to do it. There we go. Watch this. Right, so now, not only has he lost 70 points of damage, you basically now you have the life lead and you have the wall. So I'm always conscientious of that when like you've got enough time to think about it, right? Because the heat burst animation is quite you know, it's quite long. So just think to yourself, I've got my back against the wall. He will not be you know, and technically it's still his turn, but Giant Swing is the closest thing, or one of the closest things King has to a turn stealer, right? Because it's so fast and you can buffer it, and people just, they're not ready. So that's one example there where, yeah, you could have, yeah, basically. Okay, that time that time wasn't fast enough. Oops. I don't know why I can't do it now. Not getting anything now. There we go. But yeah, so like I said, you can buffer that. Just do it, and then do your alley kicks. I'm joking. Don't do that, really. Okay, no throw break. That's unfortunate. Nice patience. I like it. Okay, I don't know. Not sure why that hit you, but even if you blocked it, you would have been that would have been a kill situation. So So no, that was that was some really interesting matches. So the key things to take away is basically you gotta pay attention to what your opponent's doing on the round opener, because he showed his hand very early, and you did adapt near the end, to be fair, because you noticed he was doing the jabs first, and Power Crush did beat that, but just holding back and then launch punishing him for that would have been sort of even better. And then there's a few times there where you just kind of weren't you're just basically flow charting too much. And he kicked flow charting and the down 4-2-1 into full crash down 4-2. Don't do that. Anyway, we'll go on to the next one, which is the King Mirror. Just going to do the one for this, but it's interesting to see because we're going to get 2 sets of King gameplay for the price of 1. Okay, so everyone loves the King Mirror. Are you both going to do Jaguar step away on the first at the first opener? Let's find out. Fight. You did. He didn't. Nice attempt. Bit too slow on the punish though. Okay, I'm going to guess you got a misinput there because that was a full crouch down forward 1, which was never going to win. Just bear in mind that King here, if he does a Jaguar sprint and he's not armored, so you don't have to respect it. Just jab him out of it. He can't block. Okay, interesting wall combo. I think he choked. Nice attempt there. And great throw breaks, proving King mains can break throws. Okay, I don't know what I wonder if that was a misinput. Nice, good pressure and good break. Shame. Nice attempt there. I suppose hindsight's 2020. All I would say is every one of your throw setups he was ducking, which makes sense. He's a King main. He'll know where the throw breaks are. So that's why that final one I probably would have gone mid, because he's ducked my throw so many times, and also you had the wall to his back, so you could have wall splattered there, which would have been pretty good. Nice, like it. There you go. Okay, so that sequence was really nice because, as I said, first of all, you noticed that he was ducking all your throws, so mid, and one of King's safer mids, to be honest. It's only -10 on block. The only thing to mention, and again I'm really pernickety here, is 4-2-1 to try to get into the wall is unfortunately now rubbish. He was quite close. I think what you should have done there was just some 1-2 jabs would have done it. I'm just gonna test my theory. Fight. Oh, yeah, we're gonna skip around. Fight. Okay, so let's let him launch. Something like this. There you go. So you just had to do 2-1. If they're really super close, yeah, if they're really close to the wall, 1-2 jabs, although it gives you like basically no damage, but that's how to plant them on. Anything else, if it's too close, unfortunately it won't work. And 4-2-1 almost never works, which is a bit of a shame because it used to be his legacy staple. Okay, let's go back to the replay. Okay, that's -12. You got to punish that. Okay, this kind of goes back to my point about what I was saying about just basically being too close to the wall. So I'm guessing then, and I do it as well, I think you're autopiloting after landing full crouch down 4-2. You're doing your follow-up. But to be honest, you would have been better just going straight into Shining Wizard, or if I go back a bit. Okay, so either go for this and just take the damage and the Yoki. See, that would have killed. So do that, or you can just instant screw with something different. Oops, hang on. Interesting, that wouldn't have killed. So yeah, so you could do this or do this. Hang on. Oh yeah, you still got heat as well. That's nice. Anyway, you get my point. You're sort of autopiloting a bit of the combos there, but actually, thinking about it, since you had heat activated, this probably would have been death if you'd landed this. Yeah, that would have killed. Nice low parry. Again, goes. I know I'm going to sound a bit broken here, but it's the fact is that you're autopiloting your combos. You're seeing I'm guessing it's muscle memory, which is absolutely understandable, but you could have killed him there. It's just a case of, I think you just use your instinct is to, oh, I've launched, and then you've got like a sequence in your brain about what the next moves are. But yeah, that low power was really good. But yeah, you could have killed him if I can go back enough. Okay, so this is opportunity 1 to kill him. This is opportunity number 2. I can't tell on the replay if that's dead. Or, failing that, you could literally just do this. Oops. Oh no, you can't. I'm lying. So I thought you had rage. I think this is dead anyway. But yeah, it is dead because you can hear the sound effect. Yeah, so just do that. Get that in your head. Your default low power combo should be Shining Wizard, unless you're trying to get to a wall. Okay, now you're letting him get away with alley kicks. Okay, that's counter hit, so you're dead. But again, unfortunately, so... Hang on. Go back. So unfortunately, you had 3 attempts then to kill him. The first 2 I've been through already. Let's go through the last one. So this was attempt number 1, could have killed him. Attempt number 2, could have killed him. And then finally, attempt number 3. Whoops. Okay, what's going on? There we go. So there you are. So you had three times you could have won that round. That's actually, you might have had 4 attempts, because that back 1-2 he landed is -12, and you probably would have had enough. You probably could have killed him. So it's sad to see, but there we are. Okay, so he messed up then, because I assume he got a misinput. He didn't get the guaranteed throw. But a fun little fact that I like to share, because not many king mains know this. So you see that string forward, down forward, 4-3, 4 is actually launch punishable on block. The mid. Let me show you if you don't believe me. Hang on. Okay, watch. See? I think there's something going on with the pad inputs with these replays. There we are. So yeah, fun fact. That is, if you see that string, if they go mid, launch punishment for it. And I say not many people know that. It's one of those. It's a classic -15 string that not many people know. So just look out for that. Right, let's go back to the replay. Nice counter hit. Okay, I respect it. I like the fact you tried it anyway. Nice low parry. And again, low parry combo. Okay, so he's doing keep out back 4. That's a high. Nice, you interrupted the unblockable mix up there. Yeah, that if he's using back 4 as a keep out, it is a high. forward 4 neutral 2 would have counter hit launched. Well, not launched, but you know, would have counter hit.
Round 4. Fight.
I guess that's a misinput you did there. Okay, no break. Nice step, but no punish. Ah, now, was that your flowchart again? Let me see. Down for 2-1. Yep, there we go. And this time it worked. But please stop doing it. Nice try, nice attempt. Oh, that's a shame. If you'd held back a little bit more. Again, -12, you got to punish it. Good giant swing note. Oh, and he didn't tech it, so max damage. Nice. Great whiff punish. That was so good. Yeah, I'd flex on that as well. That was really nice. Okay, so again, common thing in this king matchup. Back 3, people think, oh, kings, his power crushes are broken. No. That back three is -10. It's you can jab punish it, and this might take me a few attempts. I'm gonna show you a very, very special, unique way that king can punish it. So if we go back, hang on, watch this. There you go. That is a full punish. That's a full punish because it's -10. Giant swings 10 frames, and because it's a power crush, can't break the throw. So he didn't even take, well, obviously it's a replay, but he didn't take the last one. So let's assume he doesn't take it again. 65 damage from a 10 frame punish. Now, granted, that is hard to do. It's not easy, but again, it's just one of those things to look out for in this matchup, like, you know, the King Mirror. If you want an easier punish, however, just do this. That's also a punish. Go back. Or this. These are both good. But, you know, if you're feeling frisky, that's the one to go for. Just sharing that with you king mains. Okay, let's go back to the replay. Okay, there's oh, and you was going to say sharing your tactics there of snake edges. Nice block. You are so unlucky. Okay, so you had a series of unfortunate events there. He forced you to quick stand, which is, you know, smart play, because a lot of King's Oki tools involve you basically trying to roll on the ground. If you stay still, sometimes that's the safest bet. He forced you to stand up with the down 3. Unfortunately, you finally blocked it, but it didn't punish him, which was unlucky, because that really was that was the beginning of this series of events. But I'm just going to show you what I mean. Okay, so hopefully I can now do it. Okay, he quite out of reach there. I'm trying to see what I can catch him with. Hang on, I got an idea. Ah, is this? There we go. Something like that would have worked beautifully. I'm off the wrong side, but you get the idea. So just something as simple as you blocked it. You did the hard work already. You blocked that low. Punish him. Take the frames and fight your way out the corner. The only final thing to sort of mention on this series of unfortunate events for you is you got hit with this. Admittedly, he could have killed you there, but you see you got hit with that. That's always a 2 break. There's no mix up there. It's always 2. But yeah, it's interesting to see. So there's not a huge amount of extra stuff to add from what I mentioned in the Jing gameplay. The only stuff I would say is you've got to know your own character. So if you're in the mirror, you can't let them get away with back 1-2. And I'm happy to admit sometimes I let kings get away with that if I'm not on point. But yeah, don't let them get away with back 1-2. Punish it. Don't let them get away with while standing 2-2. Punish it. Don't let them get away with back 3. Punish it. Okay guys, so I was planning to review another one, but even though I've got a little bit to edit down, this video is currently 45 minutes long. So I'm going to go through the other replays. However, I'm going to basically I'm going to do them as separate videos because it's going to be a bit too much to go through that. But I hope that's helped you. So that's some interesting. We got some good red rank sort of knowledge and tips there. So the next one I'll try and select one who is purple, and then we'll finish off with. I know I've got some blues and fusions, so I think that's how we'll chain this series together. So I hope that's helped you, and any questions, leave them below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.